What's up guys and welcome, it's Inferno-kun here with my Q&A number 8. Now I'm using my webcam that I got a few days ago and it should help me out with face cams a bit more since my other one wasn't really too good. So I'm using it for the Q&A just to have more reactionness to the Q&A for questions that are weird or just awesome. So anyways, yeah, webcam is the Logitech C920. It's a good webcam, I think, if you guys can tell. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the Q&A. If you guys do have any questions for the next one, put it down below in the comments. I'll be sure to read them and answer them in the next one if you get picked. So anyways, let's go ahead and answer a question coming from, I'm gonna call you Drago, asking if Telltale made any games based on of a manga or anime series, would you play them? If so, what games would you like to see? I myself would like to see a game based on Attack on Titan, Sword Art Online, or maybe even another. Now, I kind of watch a variety of anime. I really would like to see Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, maybe, what's that other one called? Yeah, Attack on Titan, like you said, and another one that's called Soul Eater, also Soul Eater, and, you know, what's the other one? I forgot. Gonna keep that out there. But anyways, yeah, I do watch a lot of anime and I want Telltale to make like an anime Telltale game. That'd be pretty awesome because these manga writers write like so much stuff. They have so much lore in their anime and manga that can be used, and Telltale can get on that. But you know, obviously it's rare to see Japanese and American developers working together to make something, so I would doubt it if it even happens in the first place. So anyways, the question coming from Seth asking, do you ever get tired of Telltale? I don't get tired, okay? But anyways, Telltale, I've been through Walking Dead Season 1, The Walking Dead Season 2, with Among Us, Tales from the Borderlands, Game of Thrones, and it just gets better and better and better, mostly because they change stuff up. You know, Season 1 was more, the story was more like Survive, Season 2 was kind of like all over the place. It wasn't as good as Season 1, but it was all over the place. With Among Us was a detective type game, and it was definitely interesting based on the fables and stuff like that. And then Tales from the Borderlands, one of my favorite series, the Borderlands series, based on that game. And then Game of Thrones, one of my favorite shows based on Telltale. So definitely they have variety on them. You know, 5 playable characters in Game of Thrones, 2 in Tales from the Borderlands. So I don't get tired of Telltale, really. They just keep on doing so much good things, mixing it up a little bit with their games, and it's definitely pulling me back in for more. Anyways, let's move on. Next question coming from Dale's asking, what is the most satisfying death of a villain or antagonist in any game you have played? Definitely, it would have to be in Gears of War, number 1, the first one. The last part of the game where you fight General Ram, or Rom, however you pronounce his name. He's this giant locust dude who has bats flying over you. I remember dying so many times trying to kill him, and he was just a hard boss. Like, really, I don't think he was like really hard. I think I was like too young to understand what was going on there. But hey, General Rom was a pretty awesome character. I mean, he was just had death written all over him. He killed so many people like instantly. Like, they tried to kill him, but nope, he just walked up to them, just grabbed them by the neck and just shot their face off. And killing him was definitely one of the satisfying things because this dude was like a freaking walking tank, really, and I enjoyed having him die. He was a pretty good villain for the Locust. I think he was like the general, of course, General Ram, general of the Locust, so definitely a meaningful death right there. So yeah, I had to pick him. Next question coming from Ruby Scooby-Doo asking, who do you think the stranger from Tales from the Borderlands could be and why? I really don't know. I want to make a discussion video about it, but I just don't know who it is. Like, could it be some vault hunter in disguise? Because the dude obviously, he wants to know more about a vault that recently people want to know about, and he captured them for some reason. So what other reason to know about the Gorillaz project and to figure out like what's going on with that? So I don't know who it could be because it's obviously someone who isn't really educated about, you know, something. I don't know. I can't really explain, but it seems to be just like a one of those bandits in Borderlands, like what they call nomads. I think they call it that. But anyways, I don't know who it could be really. And next question you ask is, do you think Reese and or Fiona will be a playable character in Borderlands 3? I think I remember that being asked to Randy Pitchford about that. He said that they probably would, you know, have some kind of appearance, but not really to be playable, because like, what kind of ability would Reese have? I mean, obviously they can actually, you know, after Tales from the Borderlands finish, they can go ahead and have some kind of, you know, have him be a Vault Hunter and give him a power, because he already has that robotic hand that can actually go ahead and do something with that. So that'd be pretty cool. Fiona, not really sure what her kind of power would be, because she really doesn't have anything else but being a con artist on her. So I don't think that Fiona would be, but Reese could probably be one, really. Just seeing her Hyperion Vault Hunter, that'd be pretty cool. So, but I don't think so, because he's for Hyperion, so you know. Then you ask, which season of The Walking Dead did you like better and why? Season 1, because it just wasn't all over the place. It had a, you know, set perspective of what's going on. Season 1, you know, you had survival. Oh god, there's zombies apocalypse starting off, and you gotta survive. And then went from season 2, not season 2, but episode 2, you're surviving, you're starving, you need some food, obviously. Then season 3, you're kind of debating on, oh, we leave or not, do you stay here, we can't be safe for this long time. Episode 4, you're in Savannah, you kind of like going and get the boat and everything else, and that didn't work out for you. So it just had like a more set perspective of what's going on. Your perspective was like, hey, we're surviving. But then in season 2, it was more like, we lost our friend, we're going to meet these people, we meet them, then they gotta go somewhere to get ready to get away from this guy, and then it just kind of falls down from there. Like, Carver has so much potential, but I felt like characters were wasted too much, like for no reason. You know, people like Sarita, Nick, Alvin were wasted, and then in season 1, not many people were wasted. Like Mark had a reason to die, to show that the cannibals were actual cannibals. Then Duck had a reason to die. I guess Carly had a reason to die, to show that you know, Lily was out of her mind, something like that. So out of everything else, it just felt like the characters were wasted in season 2, and there wasn't really a set perspective of the story for real. But I explained that some other time in another video. But anyways, then you ask, although they are on a roll at the moment, are you worried that Telltale are taking on too much at once with Tales from the Borderlands, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead Season 3, Minecraft, the brand new original IP, and possible a second season of The Wolf Among Us? Do you think this may affect the quality of their releases? Now, the one thing that Kevin Bruner, the new CEO, said that he's trying to, you know, get more people to Telltale, like get more employees. Telltale's growing by the day. They're actually on Twitter, you know, saying, hey, we want to hire you, come and join Telltale. Now, it's easier for developers to make games when they have more staff. So Telltale's trying to do that. They want to actually have more staff that go ahead and help them out with developing their games. Now, this is a long list of games they have on their plate right now, and they want to do more. They want to do more projects, and I can tell that they do. And you know, for the most part, yeah, they're doing a bit too much. They're doing a bit too much for the time. I think 2 at a time would be definitely good, but if they get more people, they can probably try 3. But you know, it might. Well, we saw how it worked out with not Tales from Borderlands, but Season 2 and Wolf Among Us. 90-minute episodes, and the episodes were kind of rewritten sometimes, and it wasn't really the best it could be. And I just want them to take their time and develop whatever they feel necessary, and not take too much under them, because that will ruin them. That will actually ruin them by rushing their releases and worrying about, oh, this game has to come out, oh, we're missing the quota for this game, and then it becomes a big mess. So let's go ahead Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, you know. Anyways, the question coming from Jordan asking, do you think Clementine will find love in season 3? I hope not. She's only 11 years old, and I'd rather not. Okay. Anyway, then you ask, what would you think if Clementine turned out to be lesbian? The fuck, dude, like she's 11. Like, I know you want that whole Last of Us, you know, Riley and that other girl, you know, but they were like 14. They're at the age where they can start experimenting. But Clementine, she's 11. Do you really want to think of Clementine in that way? I mean, I don't want to think, like, when I think of Clementine, I don't think of her sexuality. I think of Clementine, not... Why am I even discussing this? Just no. To answer your question, I just be like, why? But anyway, I wouldn't really care. I don't care about, you know, gays or lesbians. They're cool. Yeah. Anyways, next question coming from Blaze asking, if you were in a zombie apocalypse, what would your weapon of choice? What would be your weapon of choice, and how long would you live? Weapon of choice would be a bow and arrow. Bow and arrow. I'd make my own arrows. I'd be like that guy. I'd be like Oliver Queen from The Arrow, and I'd be like him and just have a bow and arrow. And also, if I had a chance, I'd have a katana too, just in case I ran out of arrows, because I'd be screwed if I didn't have any arrows. But anyways, then you ask also, if you were in a Telltale game, which world would you be in? I'd try to be in the Tales from the Borderlands world, because, you know, Wolf Among Us, you have... I don't know, probably Tales from the Borderlands. I feel like that would be more of a interesting world full of lunatics and stuff like that. But Walking Dead is a pretty interesting universe because, you know, I'd rather not die from zombies and stuff. I feel like that one would be more like suited towards me, since I'm more centered around survival. I like to be able to think of me being able to survive on my own or something like that. But Pandora seems like an awesome world, so I'd probably pick Pandora. It's a crazy universe. I'd be there. I would be a Vault Hunter. Oh my gosh. I'd be like a Gunzerker. Yeah, picture me like that, man. Anyways, next question coming from Creeper Crab asking, if you were Lord of a house in Game of Thrones, what would your house name, sigil, and motto? What would be your house name, sigil, and motto? My house name would be House Inferno. Yes, House Inferno. We will be the liege lords of House Stark. Yeah, no, I'm joking. But anyways, so go ahead and answer your question. Our sigil would be the Avatar, the Last Airbender, Fire Nation emblem, symbol, whatever. And our motto would be burn in the fiery depths of the Inferno. That sounds horrible. I'm so sorry. Anyways, next question coming from Abby asking, yeah, you answered my question. Anyways, which world would you rather be in, the Walking Dead game or Tales from the Borderlands? I picked Tales from the Borderlands in my other question, so I choose that because Pandora is crazy, and I'd rather live in a crazy world full of lunatics and go hunt vaults forever. Anyways, yeah, then you ask, who would you rather hang out with, Reese or Vaughn? Now, Vaughn is really funny to be hanging around with. Like, he has a smart comment for, like, well, like a freaking funny comment for everything. Reese is more like a, you know, more chill dude. He's also funny too, so I definitely choose Vaughn because Vaughn is funny as hell. He has a funny comeback for anything, and he's pretty awesome, so definitely we would choose him. Then you ask, have you ever watched an anime called Soul Eater? If you have, what do you think of it? Oh my god, Soul Eater is one of my like top favorite animes. I remember the summer of 2013, I would just sit down. I had Netflix at the time, so I watched Soul Eater like all day, all week. I watched it on Netflix, English dub, and it was amazing. This is for you. If I can find it, this is for you. I love that anime. It's one of my favorite anime. I bought this manga a while ago. It's pretty. haven't been taking care of it. But anyways, this is the best anime. I like it a lot. It's a really probably my third favorite anime. You know, Dragon Ball Z. No, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, then Soul Eater. It's a great anime. I loved it so much. I couldn't stop watching it, and it was just so great. That's my opinion on it. Anyways, next question coming from Kenneth asking, who is your favorite YouTuber? If you guys, I don't think any of you guys know him, but he goes by the name of Modern War Negro. Yeah, it's a pretty sounds racist already, doesn't it? But he does. I like him because he's honest with his stuff. When he calls out somebody, he calls them out for a reason. When he reviews a game, he reviews it on his honest opinion, because he knows that everyone isn't rich. Everyone isn't like, you know, IGN. They put out reviews just for the money and stuff like that. He puts it out because he knows people want a quality game, and he reviews it based on, you know, quality, on how much stuff to do with it if the developer doesn't care about the game. And he just really a really honest guy. What am I bullshitting? He is funny as hell. I promise you, he is really funny. If you can get to his humor, he is really funny. Anyways, a question coming from Me T Byte asking, do you ever play The Walking Dead? Probably, but with the characters mixed, models mixed. I play it sometimes just to test stuff out, like when I replace Clementine with Gil and I walk around as Gil and just be Gil for the game. That was pretty funny, but I do it sometimes just to see like their expressions and stuff like that. I switch around characters. It's pretty fun sometimes, and it's pretty awesome. So anyways, next question coming from A Dude asking, what do you think will Reese be called crazy by the game, since he's the only one that sees Handsome Jack and nobody will probably believe him? That happens all the time. There will always be some like hardcore jokes between them, because I can see Reese like being like, hey, there's a hologram right beside me, do you guys see him? And he's probably gonna go crazy and people gonna call him crazy. So definitely they're gonna be calling him crazy and stuff like that. That's gonna be funny to see what Telltale does with that. But anyways, next question coming from Matt Dog asking, how would you feel if the season 3 protagonist is whoever you went with in the end of the end? I will feel that would actually be, I would be fine with that, because I actually have some choice. Because, you know, Jane, if I pick Jane, that can be Jane. That'd be pretty cool because I like Jane. And then if you want to be alone and be Clementine, you can be her. But if you like Kenny and you want to be Kenny, you can go ahead and be Kenny. So that, I wouldn't have a problem with that. But yeah, it just seems so not possible for Telltale, because they're pretty lazy. So I wouldn't really not approve of that, because it's not a good idea to play as your character that you choose to go with. But you know, it's not likely. Anyways, your other question is, if you could play one of these routes, which one would you play? Definitely the Jane one, but I would also like to be Clementine. So I might have, or Kenny. So I might go ahead and make, like, if that happens, then I make like 3 different saves, like one for Jane, one for Clem, one for Kenny, and then play all of them and do stuff on them. That's pretty cool. Telltale does that, but they're pretty lazy, so I don't doubt it. Well, I do doubt it. What's up, my English today? Anyways, next question coming from Ludvid asking, do you play horror games? Last horror game, you know, I do. I don't really play them hardcore, but I play 2 of them that I know of, which is Dead Space 2. It scared the crap out of me. I'm not good when it comes to horror games. I can tell you that right now. It scared the fuck out of me. Dead Space 2, I never finished it because I was just so scared. Then I have, I play Outlast. I was gonna do a video of it for my Halloween thingy, but I was like, that game made me look like a little bitch. But anyways, next question coming from Kim Cat asking, what would you do if Jane was pregnant with Luke's baby? I'd imagine you would flip. I would definitely be freaked out. Like, damn, Jane, you actually got pregnant, even though you kind of like, you know, like, oh, yelling at Rebecca and stuff. I mean, like, that'd be kind of hypocritical of her, you know? That'd be pretty weird, but yeah, I would probably flip out for a second. But anyways, question from Justice Hunt asking, have you seen The Walking Dead since we already know your love for Game of Thrones? I have seen The Walking Dead season 1 up to episode 4. I just can't get into it. It's just kind of boring sometimes. I'm getting tired of seeing Rick and Lori kissing and making out and having sex for the past 10 minutes. So I know it gets better, but I just can't do it. And you say, if so, who's your favorite characters? Glenn, because he's Asian and I like Asian people because they're pretty awesome, and he's actually a pretty funny dude sometimes. So yeah, I'll probably watch the show if it was revolved around Glenn, really. He's an awesome guy. And then who is your least favorite? My least favorite is that guy who was beating his wife. What's her name? Carol? Carol. I think it's Carol's husband. Yeah, he's a dick. Anyways, last question, or last question we have from Captain Flaregun asking, what is your favorite fighter game? It would definitely have to be Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm series. That's one of the best fighting games I ever played now. I don't like those side-to-side fighting games because I just can't do it. I can't do like over B and like all that stuff. Like Injustice, I like that game, but I just can't play it. Like Mortal Kombat, what's called the other one called Killer Instinct or whatever. I can't play those games. The combos are too complicated for me. I like being able to like play Naruto because like all you gotta do is press B. B is attack, X is throwing kunais, YB is your jutsu, YYB is your ultimate jutsu, and it's pretty simple. It's kind of like it's like an open field, and then you can go look up gameplay for that. It's pretty awesome. I like it, and I'm a fan of the series, so why wouldn't I like it? Then you ask, if you could spend the day with a video game character, who would it be? Video game character. I would like to spend the day with Vaughn because he's a pretty funny guy, really. So definitely Vaughn from Tales from the Borderlands, because I can't really think of anyone. Or maybe Commander Shepard. Yes, I'd go fly around the galaxy with Commander Shepard. And then the question you ask is, do you think Jane will copy Molly? I don't. Well, they have similarities. Jane and Molly both had a sister. They're both lone wolves. They both have short hair. But then, you know, Jane's a survivor type person. Then Molly's a scavenger type person. And it's kind of different, you know. Molly, you know, they're kind of the same people, really. But I feel like Jane's different because of her, you know, knowledge about the walkers and stuff like that. And then Molly's more of a, like for example, you know, obviously Jane would have lost against Kenny if Clem wasn't there. I feel like Molly would be able to beat Kenny alone. That's the difference I think of. That's the difference I think of Molly and Jane, because you know, Molly's more athletic, if you would say, and she's able to, like, you know, fluently take down walkers. So, and she actually, you know, took down Kenny one time. So definitely, yeah, they're pretty much kind of a copy. But I feel like, you know, they're both have each other's, you know, flaws and likeliness. So yeah, they're kind of similar, but they aren't really completely similar. But they do have their defining moments of each other. So yeah. Anyways, I believe that is the last. No, never mind. We have the last one coming from Are You Gray asking, who's your favorite voice actor, or who do you think did the best voiceover in any other Telltale games? Christine Lakin is the best voice actor in the Walking Dead game. I said it. Yeah, but yeah, Christine Lakin, the voice actress of Jane, of course, that's no shocker. But yeah, I do think she did a great job, not because she's my favorite, it's because the voices actually throughout the episode sounded really, really good. You know, she's a talented voice actress for real, and she did a great job. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, leave a thumbs up, and remember to put some questions in the comment section below. I'm kind of feeling weird about this whole webcam thing. If you guys do like it, tell me down below. I will keep it, but I might have to find a little setup because you might see me looking down at my other monitor over here. I have one over here, but I have one over here too. So I look down at the monitor to read the question and kind of get myself back on track, and I look up to the camera, and it's like really weird, like, oh monitor, oh camera. But anyways, that's enough for the time. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.